Ever feel like your head is stuffed with cement? Or like your nose is waging war against you? Well, you might be dealing with sinusitis, a condition that affects over 30 million people every year in the US, and a whopping 134 million people annually in India. But what actually causes it? Mold. And is there more to the story than just a bad cold? Let's dive into some surprising, and slightly gross reasons your sinuses might be rebelling against you. Okay, let's start with the usual suspects. Viruses and bacteria. It has historically been believed that the majority of sinus infections are viral, meaning antibiotics, yeah, they usually won't help, unless there's a secondary bacterial infection. But here's the plot twist. Studies suggest that frequent viral infections can weaken the sinus lining, making you more vulnerable to long-term inflammation. Did you know ancient Egyptians believed sinus issues were caused by evil spirits trapped in the head? Turns out it was probably just an untreated bacterial infection. Close enough, right? Here's where things get really interesting. Recent research suggests that chronic sinusitis may be linked to mold and fungal exposure. A study from the Mayo Clinic found that fungal elements were present in the mucus of 96% of people with chronic sinusitis. That's right, mold might be squatting in your sinuses rent-free. Where do you pick up these fungal freeloaders? Damp homes or basements? Air conditioning units, old books, and carpets are just some examples of environmental exposure. Beyond the obvious places, mold can hide in some unexpected everyday items. Did you know that your favorite pillow could be a haven for mold spores? Similarly, your kitchen sponge, often left wet, can harbor mold and bacteria. Regularly washing or replacing these items can reduce your exposure to harmful mold. If you constantly feel stuffy with no clear reason, it might be worth checking for mold in your environment. Fun fact, ancient Romans burned herbs like thyme to purify the air. Maybe they were onto something. Now onto allergies. Pollen, pet dander, dust mites. Your immune system can overreact to these harmless particles, causing inflammation in your nasal passages. This swelling blocks mucus drainage, which creates the perfect storm for sinus infections. Ever wonder why seasonal sinus infections hit some people harder? That's because allergies cause prolonged inflammation, making it easier for invaders to take hold. Quick tip: a saline rinse may help clear out allergens. Check out our video linked in the description below, Clear Mucus at Home with Salt Water, to learn more. And sometimes your own anatomy is the problem. A deviated septum or nasal polyps can block airflow, trapping mucus and bacteria inside. If you always feel stuffed up on one side or get repeated sinus infections, your nasal structure might be to blame. Back in the day, some ancient cultures used gold or metal tubes to keep nasal passages open. Thankfully, modern medicine has come a long way. If you live in a city with high pollution, your sinuses might be working overtime. Studies show that air pollutants like smog, smoke, and chemicals can damage your sinus lining, making infections more likely. And guess what? Long-term exposure to these irritants might even increase the risk of chronic sinusitis. So, if you live in an area with heavy pollution, consider using an air purifier or wearing a mask during peak smog hours. Honorable mention: dry air from heating systems can also dry out sinuses, making infections more likely. So what can you do about it? While we're not giving medical advice, some natural remedies may help support sinus health, like steam inhalation with eucalyptus or other medicinal herbs, herbal teas that promote decongestion, and nasal rinses with salt and herbal infusions can really help. They can clear out the nasal passages and reduce inflammation. It's a simple yet effective remedy. Check out our series on mucus and cough, linked in the description below to learn more. Alright, now it's your turn. Have you ever struggled with chronic sinus issues? What's worked or not worked for you? Drop your experiences in the comments. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more natural healing tips. Thanks for watching, and breathe easy, literally.